So under my financial literacy video, someone left a comment and she asked how. So I know it didn't want to wait too long, but I wanted to answer your question and I wanted to give you a visual so that you can understand what I mean. So how do you use financial literacy to get out of poverty? The first thing you want to do is understand where you are. A lot of us do not understand the dire straits that we're under, and then we don't take any action to solve them. So financial literacy is going to show you where you are and then what you can do about it. So the first thing you have to do is step into reality. So how are you going to do that? I've gave you 4 steps to take. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Google and you're going to look up your state tax calculator. So if I'm in Pennsylvania, so in Pennsylvania, if you put in PA paycheck calculator, it'll give you a calculator that will determine how much money you make after tax deductions. So that's going to be your state taxes, your federal taxes, any deductions that it comes out. You will see that amount taken out, and then you'll be left with a dollar amount of how much you actually make. A lot of people do not know how much money they actually make. So then we're going to add up our living expenses. Then we're going to subtract monthly expenses from the income. And then finally, for number 4, you're going to cry, okay? You're going to cry and then you're going to do something about it, okay? Because it's going to hurt your feelings. You're going to be upset. It's going to be bad. So I need you to brace yourself, all right? So the first thing we're going to do, most people make the average income in America is around $50,000. So I use that as an example for a $50,000 a year salary. So the PA calculator will break down how much you make by dollar amount. You could do it hourly or you could do it salary. So the first thing is $50,000 a year is equivalent to $26 an hour. $26 an hour equals out to $1,665 bi-weekly. So that's every 2 weeks. That is without any medical or any other deduction. So that's excluding any medical you may have through your employer. That also excludes any deductions you may have through your employer. So maybe you have a transportation program that comes out of your paycheck. So this is if you have nothing coming out of your paycheck. You will make $1,665 every 2 weeks. Okay, so we looked up how much we make, $1,665, and now we're going to add up our living expenses. Since we're in PA and we use the PA calculator, we're going to do expenses based on PA. So this is how much the average living costs in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. Okay. Now, I was very generous with this living situation because I don't know too many people that have a rent or mortgage around $1,000. But I placed it at your rent/mortgage is $1,000 a month. From there, you have your utilities. You have electric, gas, which is at $150. You have water and sewer at $60. You have internet, cable, $80. Transportation, if you do public transportation, it's $96 a month. Your gas will be $100. Car insurance is $250. Mine's is more. Parking is $50. You're gonna need food and groceries. Groceries is gonna be $300. Eating out, this includes ordering food to the house, DoorDash, Uber Eats. That'll be $250. Then you have health insurance at $200. Some of this you might pay for it out of pocket maybe, or it might come out of your deductions, but you need health insurance. It's required, or you get a fine when you do taxes. Your cell phone is going to be around $100. Then we have entertainment at $30. So this includes your Netflix, Hulu, any subscriptions, $30 a month. Then you have self-care. So this includes your haircuts, getting your hair done, buying clothes, any of those necessities that goes into your grooming. Then maybe a gym membership at $10. Maybe you go to Planet Fitness. All right, so we're going to add all of these expenses together and we're going to come up with $3,226. This is how much you spend a month, okay? Now, if we take $1,665, which is what you make bi-weekly, that means you make $3,330 a month. So you deduct your expenses at $3,226, you're left with $104 a month. $104 a month, Okay. If you add that up, it is $1,248 a year. And when you really break it down, that means you make $3.47 a day. This is what really gets people confused, because you're worth $3.47 a day, especially yearly. Now, the reason that we have to look at this as your income, these are your incomes. The reason that this is your income is because you need these to survive. You can't live without them. I don't know anyone who is living without shelter, utilities, being able to go to the transportation to get to your job. I don't know who's not eating or, not going to the doctors. And I think everybody has a Netflix account or Hulu account somewhere. And I mean, everyone loves getting their hair done and getting a haircut. Everybody wants to look fly, so we're doing that. Maybe you don't go to the gym, give or take, so, whatever. Maybe you work out at home, it's free online. But so this amount can change at any moment. It can go up, it can go down, it depends. But what I want you to focus on is the fact that this is how much income you have left over. This is not enough for anything, not for an emergency, not to save, but most importantly, you can't do